Just two guys messing around, tossing discs, and
that's kind of disc golf right there.
yeah.
You know, guys, you can't make C2 putts if you throw good drives.
Let's go.
Whoa! Oh!
Oh no.
If people come on my channel, you only get to not peer the gap one time around, so that's your one.
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are out here at Kayak Point Disc Golf Resort. We got a special guest.
How's it going? My name's Tyler Schrock. I'm one of the local pros out here, so I'm going to be showing broad around the course and hopefully throwing some good straight shots down some tight fairways.
Tyler's been on MVP for, what did we come up with, 7 years now?
Yeah, it's
since 2015.
Throwing since 2015, team since 2018.
Okay, so he's been an MVP thrower, lover for quite a while. We're going to ask him kind of a little bit of the history on MVP maybe. My history of MVP, as some of you may have picked up on, is the Ion, when that got released. That was the coolest disc ever made, so everybody had one. That was, at this point, almost 15 years ago. Yeah, 2009, I think.
Sounds about right.
A long time ago. You weren't cool unless you had an Ion. We're playing Kayak Blues today. It's more of the wooded course, very challenging. We're playing doubles, okay? We're gonna keep it fun, keep it light. Try and shoot 5 under par. That's a score to beat.
And yeah, we should be able to kind of see in here. If you miss left.
Sounds good.
Plays like about 300 feet, I think, to get all the way down.
All right, we're gonna go echo, hopefully hit a similar shot, but get a little left.
Ooh, good correction. Keep drifting.
Come on. Come on. Oh, what is that? Couldn't even see that one.
Clipped.
So we both snuck our way down here, but Tyler's is actually probably just outside C1. Saw a little shot.
I'll say with no mark, we're just outside.
I like it. Oh!
Help me out, Brad. There we go. There we go. The ones that hit in the center seem to go in.
Let's go! You've been throwing MVP for a long time. Why? What got you started? Because you were there before it got cool.
I can't claim like full hipster status. There's a lot of people that were there like long before me. The first few discs that I really liked, when the Volt first came out, I had it in the bag right away. So I don't throw super far, but I love throwing straight. I love a little bit of stability. So the Volt was easily in the bag, and the Anode. And from there, just kind of tried discs as they came out. MVP didn't have a full lineup when I first started throwing them. So anything they put out, I'd try it. Some were great, some didn't quite fit. And slowly but surely, I just kind of made the switch over. The last non-MVP in my bag was a Buzz and a Wraith. And at that point, I was like, it's 2 molds, I can replace them. So I think I grabbed like an Axis and a Trace, and those kind of filled the gaps and was all MVP. So that was back in like 2015. Never really looked back. 345 uphill. I'm going with a really beat up Trace. I'm gonna try to hyzer flip something and get a little lucky. Down left,
yeah,
not too bad.
I'm gonna try and get like the greedy flex forehand. Wrong disc. That disc is not stable enough. That was a Wrath, which I have yet to throw a flex shot with. So I probably should have stabled up to be safer, but I thought it would maybe work.
Yeah, I'm just gonna flick a little beat up electron entropy at it. So I'm gonna try to go about chain high, come in soft, and every once in a while we might catch a little metal. Ooh. Might have a little comebacker, Brad, sorry.
I'm going glitch. Oh, and I chumped it. That was horrible.
20 feet.
Nice putt. Solo, par.
Hole number 3, similar shape to the last one, just a bit more uphill, throwing the same disc. Just a little bit of a Trace, stand-up shot. Oh, low.
I'm gonna go Trace also.
Going down the left. Sticking on the edge.
Decent.
Short circle 3. Entropy.
Oh, dude. Come on.
Let's go.
That's sat, right?
Yeah.
My only goal is to actually just get it there.
Stay up there.
Thought I
Wrapped around the
dunked it.
backside.
Dang it. But I feel
Sure.
like MVP has a ton of out of production molds.
Yeah.
Like tons of molds that were around maybe when you first got on the team or first started throwing that are no longer around. What's one out of production mold that you wish they'd bring back?
So when MVP kind of went through, they updated a lot of their molds so they could make them in their new glow Eclipse plastic, which I think a lot of people are, that's probably the reason they know MVP is from their new like super glow stuff. One of the old school discs is actually one that I brought as a gift for Broad.
Oh,
So this is probably their closest like Buzz SS approximation.
is that a,
This is an Axis. So this is their old school Eclipse where the rim glows just a little bit. I'm actually gonna probably hand this off to Broad for throwing a little bit today. Really neutral, kind of in that like detour echo slot, just a little bit of like flip up. Really touchy. You can kind of rip on it and get a big pan, or kind of slow it down just to get it perfectly straight. So Axis is probably my number one
that
recommendation.
thing looks sick.
It's got a proton core and like some old school glow. It might not even glow anymore, to be honest. It's so
this
old.
is like, I feel like it's MVP. This is the most normal like MVP mid. I feel like if you took this mold and non-over molded it, you would be like, oh, that's just like a disc golf mid. Whereas I feel like we all know like MVP mids have that special like low profile feeling. They all like are similar.
They feel fast.
This feels great.
That one's just a little slower, a little touchier.
That's cool.
All right, this is like the first kind of gauntlet we're gonna throw. So you kind of see the gap in front of us. It's gonna kind of push, and it's also gonna kind of slope down and to the left. So you're gonna be tempted to throw like a big old hyzer, but if you do, you're probably gonna end up like pretty short, and you're gonna have a tough time making the gap. If you let kind of hyzer flip really straight and just stall something out, the disc will almost naturally pull itself. All right, we're going trace again on this one. I'm throwing them a lot. This one's really beat up. Just the stamp's almost gone, so.
Oh, all right. We're gonna go trail. Kind of same concept as a super beat up trace. Oh no! Hey, easy to find.
Got a little over the ridge here. Probably just reaching for a tempo. Try not to get too greedy. Oh, undercooked.
We're gonna go range.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
Oh, I almost hit the flag. That should be 5 feet. Okay, that's why I need to get some putts in. See guys, that's why he's a pro and I'm just a YouTuber.
It's got a par 4. It's like 500 feet pushing uphill. You can kind of see the gray trees in the middle. You got to just get past those. You can kind of hyzer around them. You can kind of flip it over to the side. It's probably going to be a scramble shot in our second. So hopefully one of us can kind of rip on something. Vision time lapse. Not the worst.
Me being more right be better, or should I try and hit like a stable, like more of a flex and try and get left and see what we got?
Anytime I go left, I'm always disappointed that there's not much more of a fairway. It's
Okay.
like really rooty and angled, and there's not like an amazing flight path.
The
The sneakiest little trail.
Sneak through, but my trail got to here. Solid. Basket's right there. Here's kind of our line, but all this is very low ceiling, so it's gonna be tricky.
Gotta go low fireball and just try not to hit anything except for a big old skip.
Dude, let's go.
That might be money.
You like missed the skip, but it got so
I
clean. It was
I
perfect.
just saw the last couple feet of it.
Big Annie right here. We're gonna go proxy.
I like it.
I don't know if it's got enough juice. Right shot, wrong disc, I think. I needed to get it a little faster. Let me try and make it.
Absolutely.
Put the pressure on you.
We went just a little, we went just a little long, but we're dancing. Let's go.
Whoa!
Let's go.
Dude! Both of us now. Are you kidding me?
That was dead center too.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that hurt.
Man, like you could argue that was a couple inches high, but not like high enough to do that, I don't think.
No.
Unreal. Yes.
Ooh, I think that was a worse putt than yours. And
Hey,
mine
you know,
stuck.
it's in. That's disc golf right there, guys. What is something people maybe don't know about MVP?
Ooh. So there's a pretty cool origin story. I feel like when MVP got their start. So Brad and Chad Richardson, who still run the company and design the discs and do everything together, they just kind of got interested in disc golf like a lot of people do. And the origin story they tell is they had I think it was a T-bird, and they had one of those like industrial like rubber bands, and they like wrapped it around the rim. And it so happened too that they're like, huh, this could be something. This could be a cool idea. And their father actually, their first warehouse was owned by their father who did injection molding. So they were already kind of related to like a plastic manufacturer. And they kind of just brought their dream to life and designed the Ion. So Maple Valley Plastics was actually like the start of MVP. And they were just kind of regular old disc golfers that happened to be able to manufacture some circles. And yeah, fast forward, 15, 18 years, and they've come a long way. They're doing all kinds of cool stuff. And they mentioned too, like early on, Simon was their favorite player. So it's kind of like full circle, like MVP has gotten big enough, and now like Simon is a part of the whole kind of like dream and plan too. So just two guys messing around, tossing discs, and
That's kind of disc golf right there.
yeah.
All right,
I think
guys.
it's something cool.
If I get 15 comments about it, I'll go play around. I'll take 5 discs, like one of each category. I'll go buy some big ass rubber bands, and I'll play around like with the rubber bands on the disc.
Perfect.
I like that.
Perfect. So Broad hates fission plastic. I love fission plastic. A little bit flippier, a little bit glidier in most of the molds. This is a fission crave. Just holds the line kind of all the way. So try to hit a gap, let it glide a little bit.
Dude,
Little inside, but that's a lot of progress. Not mad at that.
I think Wrath. I think the Wrath is
Sure.
just probably what I'm more comfortable with. We'll see. Are you putting though? You're like,
Maybe
Maybe?
circle 2.
Okay.
Probably more like 80.
not high enough.
It's going to work though. Keep going. Oh! Well, Broad and I both know at this point, we're going to do our job. We just need the baskets to do their job.
Yeah, come on. Come on, Mach 7s. You guys are like my favorite baskets. Dude. Let's go.
I think that might be my first time getting that one.
Good time to do it, man.
That's a flickers hole for sure.
We like it. You can call it a forehander's hole, but if you just got a really good backhand, that works too.
Easiest par 3 for sure. 200 and change. You can kind of see a tight little tunnel here. That's the play. There's kind of a sucker gap hyzer. I don't really see it working out, but you can kind of do what you want. Anodes, so neutron plastic. Doesn't really have much of an opinion, just a little bit of hyzer. Try to stand it up just a tiny bit.
I like that. Doesn't have much of an opinion. That's a good term. Credit Tyler, but I'm using it.
I feel like this is like a hex, but just a 2-speed.
Mm-hmm.
Money.
The after the shot is like disc golf code for, ooh, I liked it. Proxy, a little bit of hyzer. Ah, little touch inside.
All right, and Broad needs a mulligan, so we got another gift. I know Broad's been throwing, let's see, it's been the neutron stabilizer, right?
Yeah, neutron stabilizer.
So digging back into the vault, this is the one run back from the circuit event a few years back. This is actually an electron stabilizer. So
and it's board flat.
yeah, might be a bit more stable.
Wow.
Probably similar to your other one, a little grippier.
This feels nice.
Yeah,
That's
you
a-
could flick it honestly if you wanted to
that's a
too.
good
Whatever kind of
frisbee.
feels right.
Ah, yes.
Beautiful little flex. Your deal.
All right, I got you. I got you all day. Here we go. Dude. God, come on. See, guys? He's good. That's why we brought them. All right, guys, hole 8, 393. Looks pretty straightforward, right? Nope. All the way across this ravine, and then the basket's like over here. But it's a par 3. I don't think it's possible, but we're gonna try and 3 it.
I'd call this the least fair fairway of this entire property because we're gonna have to get a little sneaky with this one for sure. I'm gonna go with the detour, just try to hit a gap and maybe get halfway there. It's not terrible.
So we think he's in a solid spot. So we're going with the Hail Mary, smack a forehand. Maybe we get lucky.
It's high. It's greedy.
I think it's decent, maybe. We'll see.
Really beat up anode that pretty much flies like a spin. So this thing's been with me since I think I've thrown MVP. It might be one of the oldest discs in my bag. Oh.
Get there.
Tugged it. Fine.
Oh, I yanked it. Quick tap in here. He parked it. Let's go.
Not mad with the par. We made it to hole 9. So this is a nice kind of fun par 4. You kind of see it kind of pinch and climb the hill. Basket's tucked up at the top of the hill a little left. It's kind of an optical illusion. I think everybody's going to think like, oh, I can just like throw it way over this ravine. Probably not. You kind of might be fading off or turning over. You want to kind of be in the middle, really straighten it out, maybe hyzer flip something. Since I got Broderick to back me up, I'm going to go time lapse again.
I like
and
it.
just kind of blast it and let it go left to right. These are pretty flippy, even for my arm speed. This is a 168. Stuck.
Try and just smack the trace on a hyzer.
Yeah.
Flip it up and maybe hit the gap. I feel like you're in a good position, so.
Yeah, it's tough to like actually get to the top of the hill. Like that greenery is
Yeah.
far.
Oh my gosh. Get so lucky that it's...
Kick back left.
I'm starting to think me getting greedy is less valuable than if I just played like a smooth shot again and then just we take what we can get. Because every greedy shot I've yanked. Not an excuse for my horrible shot, but I thought the basket was like over the hill and I thought I had to throw like the furthest drive I've ever thrown. And it's actually right there.
He's going safari hyzer.
Yeah,
like,
I thought we were
over the
playing
other
over
fairway.
the hill, like down it, and nope, it's just right here.
Just
but-
gettable, technical, right in front of us.
Oh no, that is not stable enough.
I'm kind of between tempo and entropy. Let's try entropy again. Oh, we're dancing, but
Yeah.
not a good run.
Little soft bird.
Another birdie.
This
again.
is an entropy.
Yeah, so that's the electron entropy. That's one of from one of the early runs. Super beat up. It's got like some square sides
It's so
to it.
beat that it's like looks like an envy or something now. What do you think is the most underrated Streamline mold?
Ooh.
Because you just bagged the trace.
Yeah, trace is the obvious answer. That was kind of like the first, I feel like 11 speed that had like turn and fade. Because photons are kind of on the beefier side, waves are on the flippier side. Trace sits right in the middle. Yeah, other than that, that's one of the discs that I go to a lot. If you look at the tour team, there's a lot of guys that love the flare. So if you've never seen it, like board flat, it's got a little lip on the bottom to it. It's that overstable 9-speed that a lot of people like, but the flare is just like, it's upsettingly overstable. Like it just does not want to fly, it wants to dump. It's
Kind of
like
like
that.
a splice almost.
Yeah, that same variety. In Cosmic Neutron too, they're like rock hard as well. So a lot of players will get one of those, beat it up a little bit, and it's just pure beef. Tough to see the basket and really tough to see much of a gap. So it's 330, kind of cross your fingers. You can kind of gap it over here. You'll see even some people like gap it inside and try to snake it off to the right.
there, like up the gut,
It's-
is the gap on the
Yeah,
right.
there's like a clearing
Yeah.
kind of off in the grass over there.
see.
So I'm gonna go hyzer flipper trace kind of down the right side. Got something there.
We're gonna go with this axis. I feel like it's a good shot shape if I am
Kind of
guessing.
hexy,
Yeah.
kind of detoury.
Why can't I throw it more than 4 feet off the ground? It's crazy how you're hitting these gaps with these distance drivers. Like you're throwing
Yeah.
like 11 speed on like these holes and you're just lacing them. We like it. Someone
I-
needed to hit the gaps today. It's not going to be me.
I've been playing tournaments since about 2011. And I've been joking that I've been playing old man golf since I was like in college. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just kind of slow down, try to hit the gap, let the disc do a lot of the work. And when I'm playing good, I can make a lot of putts. But
I like it. That's what's been happening today. So
we've had some jokes in this region too that we have a flock of young players, Axel Olsen, Carter Aarons, along with a bunch of others that are just absolute rippers and bombers. Mm-hmm. And we're going to petition the PDGA to make an MP30 division for us old guys in our 30s that have to keep up with the teenagers
MP30,
who
yeah.
bomb. So Brad, as we're filming, I have a question. I watch your channel. I work a desk job most of the time. What does in the gym mean? Can you define that for me?
Like,
Because I
in
hear
the
you
gym-
say it.
in the gym range.
In the gym range, yeah.
All
What
right.
does that mean? Are we in the
All
gym right now?
Here, so here's the deal. I don't really know what it means, but there is a story to it.
Okay.
So in the gym range, what I think it is, I know it's a basketball term.
Mm-hmm.
I am the furthest thing from a basketball player. I think it's a player. His last name is Jimmer or something, or they call him
Jimmer Fredette?
Yeah,
BYU?
probably. So
Yeah.
they say like in the gym range.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I think he probably shot threes. I have no clue. I'm sure plenty of you probably know.
Yeah.
But Ethan, who's like, you know, the OG frisbee clubber from you guys probably know, his like gamer tag is in the gym range.
So this is old frisbee club lore.
Yeah, that's
just
yeah. But then I
maintained the
started
test of
throwing
time.
the range, you know, during this.
Perfect.
And I use it kind of for like spinny,
Yeah.
like deep
You're
circle
punching-
twos.
yeah, that type
so
of
it's
stuff.
like you're in the gym range.
Thank
I
you.
personally actually really don't know what it is.
All right.
But
Well,
it has like the
I learned
lore.
something today.
Yeah. So that being said, if I make this, it counts. If I don't, I get a redo.
I've heard you say it, like especially in the last like
yeah,
handful of
it's
videos,
a brand
like,
new
I don't
one
know
because
what
I
that
got
means.
this, because I
Yeah.
got that disc. And
Yeah.
then I was like, I don't know, it kind of obviously makes sense. But yeah, that's what it is. I don't actually, you know, see, you ended up knowing more than me.
Yeah.
So it's funny. But we're going to see if we can putt.
Drop it in. Let's go. Let's
So righty
fucking
spinner.
go.
The funny thing is, guys, it's not funny. I'm getting tendonitis in my left elbow. I can't putt left-handed more than like 40 feet right now. So
Whatever it takes.
you might be seeing a lot more C2 righties, but if they go in like that, I don't care.
Tendonitis broad is dangerous though.
Yeah. Everyone's gonna be like, Broad, see, your righty release is so clean. Guys, trust me, that was lucky. That makes up for me missing like three 12-footers earlier. All day. In the gym range. Everyone's gonna be like, you cheated, you already threw your shot.
So you need to Google Jimmer Fredette. All right, we got to hole 11. You might be able to see the basket like just over this path in the distance. It's 450 feet. We got a bunch of OB down the right side. This is going to be probably our one eagle opportunity. I'm not going to put it fully on Broad's shoulders, but if Broad smashes something down the right side, we might have a look. I might play like a hyzer flipped on the left side because I'm an old man and that's just my game.
I like it.
But we'll try to get a look, maybe rip something out wide, play something down the middle. Birdie, I won't say birdie's guaranteed because you got to do the work, but maybe eagle. We'll see what we can do.
Let's see it.
I'm gonna go straight trace, hope for the best. Needs to work. Needs to get left.
Tyler gave me this slightly domey octane. I kind of have a flat octane and a domey flippy one. I don't think either would do the job. We'll see.
Rip it on some hyzer.
We'll
see what
see.
we got.
It's been nice today because I'm getting to throw some drivers finally, but I don't think I've thrown one good yet. So it's like, you know?
You've been hitting 10-foot gaps. so
Yeah.
not much room. You got some more room on this one.
All right, let's see. It got to the fairway. This was actually closer than I thought it was. Decent little look. Probably just inside circle. I would say maybe. I don't know.
Call it 30.
You want
33.
it?
Just need a couple tendons for this one. Let's see what we got.
No! You gotta be kidding me, dude.
Heartbreaker.
Wait, is this a par 4?
Yeah.
Okay, see, it's like,
Yeah.
it's one of them holes where it feels horrible not to get the eagle. Ah, dang it. Ah, dead straight, 350-ish, downhill. This is a beauty. We're gonna go with the axis once again. Feels nice. We'll see what happens. What in the... So bad it's decent?
This is the Wildberry Pop-Tart colorway.
Yeah, that's a beauty.
We made that one up. But this is one of the hexes from the first testers that we ever got. So this thing is
Dang.
beat, should flip up. Following broad.
Dang.
Not
From the log?
Not the ideal fairway.
From the log range,
We
maybe? Rule of verticality or something?
Let's try to get it down there at least. Oh, keep going. Half a go, sitting under the bucket.
Yeah.
Broad with the worst footing in this area of Washington. Absolute dime under the next log.
All right, par. Brutal par 3 here, guys. Dead straight gap. It's as big as you can clearly see it is right here.
Yeah, you got a tiny gap there. There's like a
this
wide
hyzer
gap. You just, again, you got to hit the first 6 gaps and then you might get a look. So we'll see what we can do.
Kind of this, like the hyzer gap's there, but the ceiling is just not, so.
2 straight.
Dang. Yeah. Long one here.
Love it.
You don't hate it, yeah.
Ooh.
Dang. A little high. Oh,
Chain high, just right.
dude.
We're playing one really similar to the last. This is like 360 feet. You might be able to see the trees with flags on them, so you can kind of just beat those. There's kind of like a turnover down the left side, maybe a forehand flexor. You can kind of create your own gap. Another one where you got to kind of blast one up there, get really straight, and maybe hit somewhere between 4 and 6 gaps to get a look. We're due, so let's blast it. I have blasted it down the right side before too. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh no.
That's the rule. If people come on my channel, you only get to not peer the gap one time around. So that's your one.
That's fair. That's fair.
Man, now the pressure's on. This is the first time you haven't like peered it. Try the hyzer gap.
Sure.
With the raft, I think. It's probably my most like comfortable, like hit it, push it, see what happens.
Did he do it? Oh yeah.
He did enough.
Yeah. That shape was clean.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
I have a few discs, like the raft is one where I actually feel like, all right, I'm gonna throw a good shot right now with this. You know, it feels very comfortable.
I'd say MVP generally, that control driver lineup, like anything from like those speed 6s up to the speed 10s, like you can find a stability, you can find a weight, you can find a shape that'll match your arm speed. It's kind of tough to miss with that part of the lineup. Yeah. I know that you've kind of like the raft. Yep. A lot of people like the Crave or the Volt or maybe a Tesla or something like that. You can get those slightly different stabilities. When MVP first released their discs, they would make like 4 stabilities of the MVP disc. So like, I'll come up with one. I think it's like Fireball, Tesla, Inertia, and then I forget what the flippiest one is that's the 9-speed. Maybe the Orbital or something like that. Insanity's Axiom.
Oh,
so there'd be like 4 stabilities of...
And they all kind of feel the same.
They feel the same, and then the Axiom has ones that kind of even fill in the gaps from there. So there's lots of discs, especially in like the control driver lineup and now the mid-ranges, where like you can get one stability over either way. Yeah. Or you can find a heavier one or a lighter one to get a little different plate. Probably just outside the circle.
Yeah.
Nice little hyzer from Broad set us up. Yeah, this is just outside. Little mulchy, little soft. Oh, undercommitted.
Dang. Yep.
Let's.
Whoo! Come on. You know, I feel like overall I've
the
played
gym.
like absolute trash today, but I've made like 3 really nice putts, so I can't argue.
Well, prime example too of clutching up, right? Like
Yeah.
we're taking a bogey from where I was at. If you land between like 320 and 420, you're going to kind of be in the ravine. So you can throw it short and kind of play the hole flat, or you can just blast it down to the ravine, see what you can do, and go the rest of the way. Knowing how I've played all day, I might just kind of go layup, layup. Oh, don't hit the stump. That's terrible.
We're gonna try this octane again. 470 footer. Will it go that far? Who knows? Oh my gosh. So bad it's decent.
Flying down the right side, getting stable. That is dead center, flat, wide open, bottom of the ravine. We're going to be just fine.
Guys, as soon as this MVP series is over, you're gonna see a week of Broad learning how to throw distance drivers in a field again. Holy crap! I mean, we got a little bid here even at it.
Oh,
A little short.
not too bad. Yeah, just short. Didn't.
Oh my gosh, that's actually probably like not even that bad, but
No.
it just felt so bad. Oh, I thought I missed that again. Jeez. We'll take it. These par 4, that's a birdie, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like it.
Hole 16, about 475. This one's another kind of strange early gap. So if you haven't noticed a theme out here, you really get rewarded for the hyzer flips. I'm going with my flippiest trace on like a whole bunch of hyzer, trying to punch it out wide right and have it just swing and push left. There's some hallways through there. It's maybe possible to get out to that like circle 2, circle 3 range, but really just trying to look to throw a clean hyzer as far as you can make it. Maybe too straight, maybe lucky. Yeah.
Like, I almost feel like this sneaky forehand. Like, or do I just try and improve upon your shot?
You could. Yeah, if you threw it steeper and harder, or you can just blast it.
Trail, you think?
I think do what makes you happy. I think maybe that forehand's the play.
Yeah. Screw it. Oh.
For eagle.
Not wide enough.
Parked for bird.
Decent like line actually, but not wide enough. This is a par 4 also.
Yeah.
These are so weird.
I know.
It's so weird.
They're goofy holes. They're attackable holes, but like you saw, you got in trouble early.
Yeah,
if you
like
don't hit
you'd
the
be
gap.
toast, but then when you're right here, it just doesn't feel like it's a par 4. I don't know. It's so weird.
Agree. The course is one that'll like give and take. Like some of those par 3s will just eat you alive, and some
Yeah.
of these par 4s, it's like if you blast it, you can give yourself some chances. All right. Can't be short.
Oh,
Overcooked.
The right line, but not the
Need to
right
get under
flight, not the right line. Man. Well, another birdie, I guess. Our line was a little off, I feel like. Not that we're done yet.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
we said 5 down. We got to be at this point 6 or 7, maybe more. I'm not sure.
Last little dinker, so 220, slightly up. You might be able to see the flag just like barely under the scap. Basket's on a little bit of a slope, but kind of give it an ace run. Oh no!
We're going to go stabilizer, hanging out on the wide side here, and let her crash, hopefully. Is it wide enough? Get around. Come on. You know, guys, you can't make C2 putts if you throw good drives. That's what we're saying right now.
Might have done it.
Come on.
Short.
Oh my gosh. See, the way you throw those little, like, if I tried to throw that soft, I would like go, bleh,
Yeah.
like I would throw it 13 feet forward. It's either 13 feet or 170 for me.
Yeah.
Like the 90 footers, I have no
For me on that shot,
with it.
like my body is moving, but it really is just like that part of my hand.
Yeah, I actually
So-
started working with one fingers for
Yeah.
those because the two, I just like launch it. Like I have good touch for like 275 foot flip up mid range, but if they're like, Brad, throw a 120 foot upshot, I'm like,
Yeah.
ah! I'm
That
like, oh
shot
God.
came because I didn't know what to throw at like the 100-foot
Yeah.
range, and for me, it's like throwing a dart or just doing something like that. Just kind of let those couple fingers and that like last.
And I
bit of
used to
wrist
be really good
sit
at like
there.
the punch throw, but I think when I stopped putting right-handed, I kind of lost any touch I had, and now the punch throw is like a little.
You're forcing it. a bit.
Yeah, you're kind of. Who knows what's gonna happen, but. Well, funny because the par threes out here just feel like the par fours. We're doing the same thing.
I was gonna say that's our worst part of the round.
Yeah, 100%.
That does not taste good. All right, we got to hole 18. This one's 345 feet. I'd say one of the trickier, also kind of pinched par threes, a bit like some of the early stretch. Ooh, that might be
Man.
dancing.
Dude, why can't I throw more than 3 feet off the ground? See if I can play some partner golf. Let's go. Man, that feels good because I threw so bad today, but I feel like I just actually made some long putts.
Yeah, 30 to 45. I
Man.
think you were.
Like
Drilling
pretty
it.
decent. Well, guys, there you have it. Kayak Blues. We shot a solid 11 under par, which kind of blows our original line out
Yeah.
of the water. I didn't really know what to expect.
I was gonna say double digits seems possible, but yeah.
I don't know if we said it on camera at all, but like under 500 foot par fours and doubles, I feel like you like have to three them.
Yeah.
And then no, we missed our like
No
our
eagles.
one real
No
eagle. We
eagles.
had some eagle vids, man.
Got all the par fours.
Yeah.
Good number of the par threes too. I mean, there's
Yeah.
a couple out there that I feel like it really takes a special shot to even get within
Yeah.
circle two. So
I think there's people on this hole throwing in on us. We're gonna move, guys. We didn't want to get drilled by a G-Star Corvette, so we
No.
moved off the fairway. But I can't really remember what we were talking about. 11 under, very solid, fun track. I'll probably get out here singles eventually, and I'm scared to say the least. It won't be with this bag. It's gonna be after I get my my normal bag dialed back in. But that was fun. That was fun. You guys can also probably keep your eye peeled for me and Clint coming out here to play the golds. We're definitely more of like wooded guys. I like to open up every once in a while.
you don't want to watch me play gold.
Yeah, so
You don't want to watch a 350 hyzer flip on gold. It
so
doesn't-
we're saving that for
Yeah.
blitz, and we'll try and get out here to do that maybe next weekend. Who knows? But man, thanks for coming on the channel. That was fun.
Before we sign off, I got one last gift for Broad.
Oh man, what
this
do we
is
got?
my 2024 Tour Series,
Ooh.
the Squirrel. This is a Proton Matrix. So
Oh, that's a
we'll hook you up with that one.
That's actually a beautiful color too, and it's like almost puddle top in a way.
Yeah.
I also got an extra
You can pick some of those up on the Pro Shop. Broad's hooking me up as well.
little patch right
Official Frisbee Club.
there. Oh, I
Love to
didn't
see
even
it.
notice you have a little Velcro. MVP Pro Shop. You can get these.
Yes, MVP Pro Shop. We might put a link in
there.
there. You can also
Yeah.
follow me. I'm not super active on YouTube. You will find I'm going to be posting it in the bag across social media at SchrockDG. So you'll see some clips on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and maybe some other spots too.
Yeah. I learned that he hits a lot of tournaments in the summer season.
Yeah.
So you're a teacher, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the summer he's out there grinding, which
Weekend
is cool.
Warrior Golf,
Yeah.
hitting a lot of fairways as best
Sure,
as
we'll
we
see
can.
you again. He lives near SeaTac, which is a course that a lot of you guys have been saying I need to get out to. So we'll probably get out there, hopefully in the next month. Honestly, the weather around here, if you're a local, you know it's tricky. So I'm trying to plan some little trips to get back down into more of the Seattle area to play some of those courses. But when it's like 3 hours away, it's hard to chance it with like rain, basically.
Yeah. Shout out
That
to
was
Broad
fun.
for bringing the putters today.
Dude, this was
cash
a
from
weird
distance.
weird doubles round for
Yes.
me because most of the time I feel like I'm the one who like kind of carries the load on the tees. Like I usually will like throw a lot of good tee shots, and then if I have someone with me who can like drive home the putts. Not that you weren't making putts also, because you made a lot of the like the 25.
I had the
30,
20.
you know
You
what
had
I
the
mean?
40 plus.
But then I just found a way to ching the 37 footers.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it. You know, that was fun. It's always cool to play with someone who like you say, you missed one. I feel like you missed one gap. The one hole you kind of hit your time lapse. You were trying to
early.
where I went with the Wrath.
In one late.
Okay, yeah.
We missed, 2 gaps.
Which is that's some high quality disc golf right there. Thanks for watching.
Try out some MVP. There's some sick discs. Or grab a Broadbird as well.
Yeah.
Go over to Power Grip USA. Get your order in.
Power Grip USA, code Broderick10, saves you 10%. Broadbirds, they should have all the pre-order restocks. By the time you're seeing this, you might actually have them, to be honest.
Sick.
So, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.
Have you ever hit the camera?
I've hit the camera. I never have. 2 people I've played with have.
Just drilled it?
Yeah.
Creator of Frisbee Club, motherfuckers.
The man, the myth.
And right here, I have a frisbee bag. It holds all my frisbees, the ones I like.